this connects. Right, I'm just going to go through this way and go in the towers in that direction. Directly underneath this to the right. Yeah. Now with a bit of a trek upwards. Actually, I can just go straight across the elevator and take the elevator all the way up to the top. That'll save me the trouble of having to manually climb all the way up the tower. And then head straight to the left. Oh. Well, that explains why I didn't have the waypoint. Thought I got that chest. That's interesting. It doesn't let me use my directional shot, the reflector ray here. Instead, I get to jump all the way up on these gears here. Hope I don't screw the jumps up. Like that. And that's not even on the map. That might just be a reoccurring chest. Well, I'm gonna come back, especially if I get a flying ability. Alright, I think for now I'll warp back to town and then we will pick up on this next session, and I'll see if I can look up a walkthrough and get a better idea of where we're supposed to head next. Okay, we are back again in a new recording session for Bloodstained. It's been a few weeks since I recorded the last set of episodes. Like I keep mentioning every time I start a new one of these, my primary focus lately has been on capturing footage from Monster Hunter, but I do want to push ahead with Bloodstained and make progress. Hopefully we'll get through several areas in this session. I did do some research and I did learn some things, and what we can do is take a look at the map and proceed. This area here with the blood fountain, I know how to get through here now. I'll go over to that section via the portal and I'll explain. Let's see if we can craft some more healing items.
I'll go with this.
Should probably be doing this more often since I have a finite amount of cash, but I'll get more and more of the monster bits as we go. Looks like 4 potions crafts into
Go with this.
1 high.
There, all done. Come back if things.
Okay, should be good on the townsfolk for now. Main priority will be making forward progress. And let's see, we'll go here. This is still the entrance proper. We just need to go loop around to that lower section. There we go. Now, what I've learned since doing a little bit of research and reading some guides, what I learned is that certain shards you get, including boss shards, have the ability to affect things in the environment. And specifically, the Bloodsteel shard that we got does have a function that we're going to demonstrate here. If we go up here and we use it, it actually drains the blood completely from this particular area and allows us to proceed forward into a new section of the game. This is technically connected to the caverns, I believe. But one thing that annoyed me once I figured this out is the fact that the game doesn't really tell you that the soul can be used that way, or shard. It tells you when you get it that it can be used to steal health and basically heal you as bloodstains accumulate on the map, but it doesn't tell you that you can use it to actually affect things in the environment. And it would have been a little helpful if they either had Miriam demonstrate that, or there was some sort of story bit that kind of explained that the shard can be used that way, but that's sort of in line with the whole cryptic nature of Castlevania games, I suppose. But in the future, if we end up acquiring boss abilities, it'll be good to test them out in the environment just to see if said abilities will allow us to proceed through areas that we were stuck behind before. But what we'll do is we'll explore the caverns here, proceed through the different sections, and see where this hooks up to in the lower part of the map. And hopefully we have progress. When I looked up a walkthrough, the only thing I looked for was how to get to this next section. I didn't take a look at any of the later areas or later bosses, and I didn't want to really be spoiled. So right now, all I know is how to get to where we're at in this particular section, and we'll figure the rest out. Now, looking at the map, this is the part that connects to the castle entrance. This is the drawbridge area over here, and then way back in the beginning of the playthrough, we wound through and ended up here with no real path forward. It looks like I'll need to find that water traversal ability, which I believe comes from an enemy we're going to run into somewhere down here. And then that'll allow me to explore different areas under the water. Now, to sort of demonstrate how that bloodless shard works, outside of doing things to the environment, when you hit enemies, a lot of them will cause blood splatters to pop up on either the background or the floor. And when you do that and you use the Bloodsteel ability, bits that comes off and heals you in little increments. It's not a significant amount of healing, but it could help if you've cleared a large room. Penetrate. Hadoken input forward and attack. Weapons the Gondo Shizunori and the Lengyanju. 2 weapons I have not gotten yet. I'll try and be a little diligent with saving frequently whenever we run into new areas. Summon Water Leaper. Call forth an amphibious demon and set it upon foes. Looking at the last recording session and how much progress I lost just due to not saving and then dying in random areas, I think I'll want to be a little more conservative as far as where I'm saving, just so I don't lose progress and waste time for LP purposes. I don't think we got the ability from that guy yet. Seeker? Okay, we're slowly proceeding lower into the caverns. This area is the Forbidden Underground Waterway. Oh, that thing goes in the ceiling too. Things down here are doing decent damage as well. I'm gonna need to be mindful of my health. Okay. Looks like we might have forward path to the right. I'm gonna loop back to that vertical section and just make sure there's nothing over there before move on ahead. Upper section right above this we can check out. Money's good. And let's see if there's anything worthwhile over here. I get the feeling several of these paths are going to connect to some of the areas that we were in before. We had seen the dead end sign for some of the shortcut areas. I imagine as we proceed through here, we're going to unlock the gates from the opposite side and be able to open up the shortcut paths if we need to get through different parts of this area faster. Mahogany, rose ring. Rose ring. Ring that increases the amount of magic restored by mana roses. Okay, MP recovery.